Happy Monday. How are you? How are you feeling today? How are you? I'm feeling a little discouraged, but that's okay. Share with me in the chat how you feeling today. How was your weekend? Did you do anything to de-stress and renew this weekend? Did you play? What did you do? Share in the chat what you did this weekend. I did a lot of social play. I enjoyed myself. I went swimming. I did some reading, a lot of health and wellness techniques. I did a little meditation. What did you do this weekend to de-stress and renew yourself? Share with me in the chat what you did this weekend and how you're feeling. I live in Raleigh. Also share with me, where do you reside? Do you live in Raleigh? Share with me where you live. So today is Monday. So happy Monday, Work Life Warriors. Um, on Mondays at noon, I share a new tip, tool, trick, or technique to manage stress. And I just did the calculation. So we've been doing this every Monday at noon for this is the 12th week. So I've given you 12 tips, tools, tricks, or techniques to manage stress already. And today is the 12th one. So I have 11:59. We'll go ahead and start in 1 minute. I'll talk about a stress management tip, and then we'll just kind of talk about it and how to apply it to an already busy life. So, did you play this weekend, Shay? Did you do anything to de-stress to get you ready for work this morning? When you woke up, were you dreading going back to work, or were you excited to go back to work? That really matters. If you're not excited to go back to work, it could be that you are not de-stressing throughout the weekend, or you're in the wrong occupation. And so we want to do what we can to fix that, right? Oh, you rested. That is always good. Resting is a way to kind of renew. So you're ready to go back to work. So right now I have 12 o'clock, and I'll go ahead and get started because I like to try to do it within 15 minutes. I'm not sure if you're on lunch or break, but I like to take the 15 minutes and just give you a tool. So welcome, Work Life Warriors. I am Ebony Davenport. I teach stress management. I show people how to utilize fund management solutions to decrease stress and counter burnout so that they can be happier, healthier, and well balanced. I use over 50 tools, tricks, tips, and techniques to manage stress. But today we're going to talk about service. Yes, service. So let's start with a stress chat real quick. Let's just talk a little bit about stress. And then we'll talk about how service can help reduce stress and bring you more satisfaction and joy in life. So, what is stress? Everybody knows what stress is, but it's kind of hard to talk about, right? We all have different ideas and definitions of stress, and there isn't one single unifying definition in the literature. In Eastern philosophies, it's considered the absence of inner peace. In Western culture, it's considered the loss of control. Stress is problematic because it's ambiguous. Stress definitions differ and stresses vary, affecting people's mind and bodies differently. So, again, what is stress, right? Let's blend the Eastern philosophy and Western culture's idea and say that stress is feeling out of control instead of inner peace. So, there's 3 steps. There's perceiving a threat, which is called appraisal. There's coping, and then there's adapting. In the stress community, we talk a lot about stress being a relationship between a person's perceptions, needs, and abilities and the condition of the environment. So, how we perceive control over our environment causes stress, right? There are 2 types of stress: distress and eustress. Distress is the stress that we're talking about when we normally say, I'm so stressed out, this is stressful. We're talking about the bad type of stress, right? But there's also eustress, and that's the good stress. That's the type of stress that you have when you're graduating or when you're going on vacation or you're trying something new or meeting new people, and it can be beneficial to you. But regardless of if it's distress or eustress, too much of it, too frequent over a long period of time is bad for you, and especially the severity of it. So The bigger the distressor, the bigger it will impact you, especially since we already have everyday stressors, right? We cannot dodge um, stress. It's just a part of the environment that we live in, right? Even though it's not normal and it's not healthy, it is here to stay, right? So, what can you do about stress? What can we do about stress, right? We could practice stress management. Stress management is honoring the pause. It's changing from stimulus, pause, react to stimulus, pause, response. So when something happens to you, which is a stimulus, most of the time, many of us are in autopilot where we just react without pausing or thinking about what we want and how we want the consequences and how we want this situation to end, right? Stress management is honoring the pause. It's taking the time when a stimulus happens for you to pause, think it through, and then respond. Because reaction is just quick, and responding is a thought out um, solution to wherever it is you're trying to go. You think about what you want, what you need in this moment. Stress management is mindfulness and it's prevention, right? So you want to stay mindful so that you could prevent what is stressing you or the stresses that you have in your life. And one way to reduce stress is through serving others. I know that sounds really weird. Serving others doesn't just help you, it helps the people that you are serving. It helps build the community in the world. It makes you a better person. Studies indicated that the very act of giving back to the community boosts your happiness, health, and sense of well-being. We all have a gift, right? All of us are born with a gift or many gifts. It is important to take the time to invest in our gift or talent and use it to serve the world. We are all one. Mahatma Gandhi said the best way to find yourself is losing yourself in the service of others. Totally true. A 2010 Do Good Live Well survey of 4,500 American adults, 41% of the Americans volunteer on average 100 hours per year. 68% of those who volunteer reported that it made them feel physically healthier. Physically healthier. 89% said that it had improved their sense of well being, and 73% said that it lowered their stress levels. Can you believe it? Share in the chat with me if you believe that serving can help reduce stress. When I learned that, it blew my mind because I did not realize how much giving of yourself to others can help reduce your stress in your body. It puts things in perspective, right? So when you spend most of your time working doing the same routine day in, day out, your stress levels increase. In addition to the work stress, life challenges and obstacles cause you to become less engaged and productive. We give up because there's so many stresses. We don't have the resources to solve them and we become overwhelmed, right? So taking the time to understand the why and what we do and how our job or whatever it is that we're doing serve others will cause more pride in our work. So we'll do it with a purpose and we'll enjoy doing it. Research by Tristan Ingaki and Naomi Eisenberg states on a neurobiological level that research pinpoints specific ways that when you help others, you're also helping yourself. We are one, right? This is a shared experience. We all need each other. We are interdependent on each other. We all know subconsciously that we're one. That is why we teach the golden rule, generation after generation after generation. Treat people the way you want to be treated, right? Is the golden rule. But it is the first practice in mindfulness. When you are mindful how you are treating others or how you treat yourself, then you are mindful how you treat others. It will help you understand that your actions affect other people. How you treat other people matters because your actions are a representation of what's going on internally. So how you treat or how people treat you is less about their treatment of you and more about how they treat themselves, because people treat you how they treat themselves, right? So if their internal world is, not healthy, toxic, then they have no choice but to treat you in that way. So people's actions to you is less about you and more about them. So quick questions. I just want to kind of gauge, and you can write in the chat the answers, or you can just kind of think about them to yourself. Are you happy? Are you happy? Do you feel satisfied with life? Are you excited when you wake up in the morning? How do you spend your spare time? Are you investing in your talents and gifts? How do you serve others? Do you perform acts of service? Do you take time to give back to your community? There's a direct correlation between the two. If you are in a funk and not feeling happy and satisfied with your life, you have the power to change it by changing what you do with your time. The therapeutic benefits of helping others was first formalized in a highly cited and often reprinted article by Frank Ressman that appeared in 1965 Social Work. Ressman defined the helper therapy principle based on his observation of various self-help groups where others helping others is deemed absolutely essential to helping oneself. So, in order to help somebody else, I mean, help yourself, you have to help someone else because, again, this is a shared experience. And so I did a little bit more research in there. And what happened is I stumbled across a law. And I want to use this challenge or this law as a servant challenge for you all and see if you can get into it. It's called the Law of 33% by Tao Lopez, right? So back in 2016, I wanted to do I did some research on like serving and time management and self managing. And one of the ideas that really stuck with me is the law of 33%. And so the law states that 33% of your time should be spent with people less fortunate than you, who can benefit from you, who can mentor like family, volunteers, mentors, or mentoring and volunteering. So you want to use 33% of your time to spend 33% of your time with people who are less fortunate than you. Naturally, we consume most of that time with our family, but we want to make sure that we are volunteering outside of our family. We want to make sure that we're mentoring in the community. But by making sure you extend this time to include your community, you will positively affect the world. It also states that 33% of your time should be spent with people who are on the same level as you, like friends, colleagues, professionals, spiritual groups. We spend a lot of time, or the 33% of this time, with our friends, right? But we want to at least be with people who have what we have, or like-minded, that can serve as kind of like peers with us, right? So the last 33%, which is to me by far the hardest, because depending on the community you come from, you may not have access. So the last 33% is spent with people who have what you like or what you want. It's advisors and mentors. It's the hardest slot to fill because it's hard to come in contact with people who truly have what you want or have the mindset that you have. Technology makes it easier to spend time with people that you admire virtually, but you should never stop trying to build your own personal circle of influence. And that includes people that you deem can benefit from you, people who are on the same level, and people that you can benefit from. So the practice that I want us to do, in addition to the challenge, which is how you spend your time, the practice is go out of your way to serve others. Set a daily goal to do at least one kind thing a day. Be the change you want to see in the world. Don't just complain about all of the things that you don't like. Invest in being a part of the solution, because if not, then you're a part of the problem. And the takeaway that I have about 3 minutes, I just want to go ahead into the takeaway. I know for a fact that me personally, I feel happy and more satisfied when I'm serving others. Even though I get on, 3 times a week live, and it may not be a lot of people on my live, the fact that I can share this information helps me feel happier and more satisfied because this is a shared experience. So if you're stressed, it caused incivility to me, and I just want to do my part. The goal is to find out how you are different and use it to serve the world. The parts that are the same is what unites the human race, but the parts that are different is supposed to elevate the human race. So, in order to create a happy, meaningful, rewarding, and satisfying life, you must be of service to others using your gift. What do you think about that? Share with me in the chat what what you think about that. Sharing your gift and using it to be in service of other people. And that in itself will increase satisfaction and well-being. So that is my stress chat for you, and my tool, which is service. I give one of these tools every week at on Mondays at noon. And feel free to join me next week. I'll give another two. I've given out 12 so far. Also, every third Saturday of the month, I have a stress management fun shop where I show you at least 15 tips, tools, tricks, and techniques that you can use to manage your stress. So every third Saturday, I'll give you a new 15. We also talk about implementation. It is a party. It is a good time. It is fun education. It's edutainment. So we take 25 minutes and talk a little bit about stress, and then I give you 15 tools, and we implement them into your already busy life and show you how to use them to decrease stress and cortisol in your body. Also, on Wednesdays, I do a wellness work break at noon. We just do some deep breathing. So please join me for deep breathing on Wednesdays. On Fridays, we do laughter yoga, fun, funny Fridays. We do laughter yoga on here at noon. Please feel free to join us. We go ahead and laugh the stress away. It is so beneficial. Laughter has so many benefits that we can use to decrease stress and cortisol in our body. So feel free to join me on Wednesdays to practice some laughter yoga. Also, on Sundays at Shelley Lake Park in Raleigh, I do a free laughter yoga session. So please feel free to join us around 8:30. We walk around Shelley Lake, and then around 9 o'clock we do about 25 minutes of laughter yoga and just socialize. So please feel free to join us if you're interested in laughter yoga. It's very beneficial to you. Also coming up, I have actually this Saturday. It's Adults Gone Wild at Pulling Park. Oh, sorry, Grown Ups Gone Wild in Pulling Park. It is free. It is so much fun. Come and play the stress away with some like-minded individuals. We play, we have a good time, we laugh, we enjoy ourselves. It is a free event and it is totally worth your time. This Grown Ups Gone Wild will be the last one for this year, and it is the water edition. So please come out, join us. It's always so much fun just to kind of play the stress away, practice some social play, and do the type of play that you used to do as a kid for hours upon hours. And right now I have about 12, 15. So I want to go ahead and respect your time and give your time back to you. I really appreciate you taking the opportunity to learn to manage your stress. As I mentioned, this is a shared experience, so it affects all of us when someone is stressed out. And I just want to do my part and help people to de stress and renew. Remember, it's your responsibility to manage your stress, it's no one else's. If you wait, you'll be waiting forever. Managing your stress is a great way to bring happiness, satisfaction, joy, and all of the good happiness, joyous feelings that you want into your life. Excitement, creativity, curiosity, play, and managing your stress is a great way to do it. So I hope you go out of your way today to add some play into your work. I know most people are at work right now, but during your lunch breaks, during your breaks after work, play as hard as you work and make sure that you are balancing both work and life because you deserve it. Your family deserves it, your friends, your community, everybody deserves the best part of you. Everyone is waiting for you to come and add the much needed value in the world and be the missing piece to the puzzle. So I hope this helps work life warriors. Hopefully hopefully I'll see you either Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, or at my stress management fun shop on August the 20th. I put all the details in the chat. And if not, I will see you on these interstreets on Wednesday at noon for our wellness work break deep breathing session. Have a great day, work life warriors.